Welcome back to Teresa's Dead. My name is Teresa and I'm very much alive. I have an awful, garbage, filthy, disgusting mouth, so viewer discretion is advised. But if you're not into that or weird stuff in general, this is definitely not the place for you. Feel free to exit the video here. No harm, no foul, but I'll remember our time fondly. When I tell you how excited I am about this stupid palette, you have no idea. So in today's video, or today's episode of I Wasted My Money So You Didn't Have To, we're gonna be reviewing the Kara Beauty Creative Beauty Palette. Now, I talked about this briefly during my makeup bingo video. Yes, I was a little bit intoxicated, but I couldn't shut up about it. I just thought this palette was the cutest thing in the world. It was so stupid that it was actually adorable. Usually I live to read something to filth, but I couldn't with this product because it's so dead on. If you were lucky enough to have a dysfunctional family, then you know how important these cookies are in your life. When everyone is screaming in a smoke-filled room, the only thing that will bring you joy is the little pretzel cookies. Those little pretzel cookies unlocked a lot of horrible core memories. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about this beautiful little palette. The Cookie Tin Creative Beauty Palette retails for $23. We've all fallen for the oldest trick in the book. We reach for the cookie tin hoping for a delicious treat, but quickly discover a tin full of sewing supplies. Kara Beauty's version of the elusive cookie tin. Go for the granny vibe and fool everyone with your own cookie storage tin. Filled with 14 colorful eyeshadows, custom pushpin beauty blender, and 2 mini eyeshadow brushes, this cookie tin is filled with a sweet surprise. I honestly cannot believe that this retails for $23 because the construction of this is breathtaking. Dare I say it actually puts the real product to shame, considering the back of the tin is just so horrible, okay? Now, I feared this was going to be a hard cardboard, but it's not. It's an actual tin. Again, just bringing back so many childhood memories. I also love the adorable details on the side, like it has the nutrition facts. It actually says, calories none, do not eat the contents because they're not real cookies, babe. And I know that's meant for me and I appreciate it, Kara Beauty, I really do. Anyway, so when you do open the lid, you get this little kind of like wax paper insert that is very similar to the actual cookie tin. It actually would have been a really cute touch had the insert had maybe a little bit more information about the palette, but whatever. I'm splitting hairs at this point, right? Packaging is still fucking stellar. So once you remove the little wax paper, this is your color story. So this palette consists of 14 shadows. 7 of them are mattes. One of them is kind of like a weird matte satin shade. It's not quite a shimmer, but it's not quite a true matte because there's a little bit of a sheen to it. And then you have 5 different shimmers. Color story wise, it's cute. Much cuter in person than it is online, I will say that. And a lot of the colors actually do go together. I think a lot of people were like, what the fuck is this color story? And I mean, yeah, I don't really think of the holidays so much, but the colors do work very well with each other. In addition to the shadows, you get this adorable little pushpin sponge, and she is cute. She is fucking cute. Now, I didn't use this, and quite frankly, I wasn't going to use this anyway because it's just too cute and it's going to live inside of its packaging. But I can see maybe the appeal of this being maybe a concealer sponge. It does feel nice. It doesn't feel super hard. It kind of reminds me of Shop Miss A in a way. But again, I don't want to use it because it's just too cute. I kind of wish they also released a bigger one. Again, not to use just so that I can kind of put it in a jar and look at it, but whatever. In any case, this is adorable. You also get 2 little brushes as well. And I'll be honest with you, the brushes are just fine. There's nothing like super amazing or unique about them. I don't mind the size of them. I think that's kind of cute. But the bristles in itself, they're kind of on the stiffer side. I didn't really notice anything like super amazing about it. It wasn't the worst product that I've ever used, but it most certainly wasn't the best either. I kind of wish that these were removed and we had either another shimmer or potentially maybe a blush or a highlighter. I would have enjoyed that more than these 2 brushes. So for me, this is kind of like wasted space. Now, I saw a lot of people complaining about the pan designs and like in the placement of everything. And yes, it kind of does drive me crazy too. But if you want to think about what this is supposed to be, this is fucking spot on. I'm really glad that not everything is like this little kind of a button shape. I'm really happy to see that there are larger pans. And I feel like that's what this kind of embodies. Like anytime you would pick up one of these fucking cookie tins, it would just be a mishmash of shit. And that's what this is. And I love it. This is fucking spot on. What is also nice about this too is that you can technically pull this out and then you would have your very own tin. So eventually when I'm like kind of over these eyeshadows, that's what I'm going to do with it. But for right now, it's gonna live in here. So let's talk a little bit about these eyeshadows. Now, right off the bat, I don't know shit about Cara Beauty. I have heard about Cara Beauty, but I don't know anything about them. So I can't tell you if they're consistent with other shadows or this and that because I just don't know. To keep it 100 with y'all, I have never seen anything from Cara Beauty that has interest me. Nothing for me to ever want to purchase anything. All their stuff looks pretty, but not enough for me to want to try it. This fucking blew me away because of just how stupid and weird it is. Had this not been released, I still probably would never try anything from this brand. So that's why I want to say that right off the top. Now with that said, I went in with no expectations because I just thought this was a fucking joke. I thought, okay, I'm gonna spend $23 on a good laugh and like whatever, it is what it is. I love collecting weird fucking makeup anyway, so this is just going to fit perfectly in my like weird little collection. That's how I viewed it. So again, zero expectations. When I tell you I was actually blown away. I was fucking blown away with some of these shadows. Like, it was impressive. I'm still clutching my pearls, okay? I cannot get over how pigmented some of these pastels are. It's amazing. Now in today's video, I'm gonna show you two different looks that I created, which are the looks that I created today. But I honestly can't wait to continue to play with this palette because it's so much fun. I know, I can't believe I'm saying that either. But the mattes are fucking great. The only matte that I kind of had an issue with, and it wasn't really an issue, it was just the one that I needed to kind of build up, was this light kind of pinky lavender shade. Everything else is incredibly pigmented. I didn't feel like I needed to build it up. For me, the MVP shade is this yellow. Yellows are traditionally very difficult to make, and often they are very thin and just shitty, and they're dusty, and they feel like asbestos, and that's not the case here. Like, this yellow is vibrant. She is vibrant. And I love how the yellow and orange just play together so well. They blend so seamlessly together. It's amazing. I didn't experience any sort of like patchiness with the matte shades, any difficulty blending whatsoever. And I feel like the longevity is really, really good. Most importantly, I didn't experience any heavy amounts of fallout with the exception of the orange shade. The orange shade is the only one where I did notice a little bit of fallout, especially in the lower lash line. And for the most part, it's very easy to clean, but if you don't want to have any sort of fallout, like just obviously do your eye makeup first. But that was like the worst fallout. And I have to say this is such a welcome change considering the palettes that I have been using lately have been just chock full of fucking fallout and just glitter bukkake that it's just been annoying. So this was just so nice to not have to deal with any bullshit. Like, thank you so much. Cannot stress that enough. So yeah, the only thing I would say was kind of like, not the best in terms of pigmentation initially was this light little pinky lavender shade. But once you do build it up though, it's very, very pretty. The other thing that I really enjoyed about this palette is that while it was, you know, pretty much like half pastel shades, the pastel shades actually showed up. I feel like I have gotten palettes as of late, like Natasha Denona comes to mind, where it was just so, I don't know, like lackluster, and I was just kind of fucking surprised with how the quality was just meh. This is so much better. I didn't feel like I needed to have a white base down to have the colors pop. Like, these fuckers showed up. So I love this. This is really, really good. And again, I just really love how easy these shadows are to blend. Nothing felt like muddy or patchy. Like, everything stands on its own. And I really love how blended things look together. It just looks like a nice little watercolor painting. It's absolutely stunning. Now moving on to like kind of the weird like satiny matte shade. That one is incredibly pigmented. I was actually really surprised for a beige shade. It is pigmented. There is a little bit of a shine to it. And again, what's nice about it is it doesn't have any sort of like glitter chunks. So while it does have a little bit of a sheen, I don't feel like there's any sort of like weird texture issues. This is the shade that I use the most, especially when like kind of blending out edges. And I felt like it did a really, really good job. And again, I kind of love that it left a nice like little sheen to my eye look. Again, I didn't have any sort of fallout or any sort of like kind of weird texture issues. Everything was really great with that shade. Now moving on to the shimmers. I like the shimmers a lot. These are really, really cute. And I kind of almost wish now that these brushes were gone and we could have had at least another, maybe 1 to 2 shimmers or something like that, because the formula is really fun. Again, I am coming off of fucking palettes that have just been chock full of glitter bukkake. It's not even funny. That the shimmers on these, they're not the most like potent shimmers in the world. They're not like super metallic or anything like that. They're very, very soft. But they still pack a punch though. But if you're looking for something that's going to be like super metallic alien slut, like this is not it. But if you want to have like a very beautiful shine that is a little bit more wispy, a little bit more celestial, these are your shimmers. They're definitely a little bit on the drier side, which is It's not the end of the world by any means. Usually when it comes to a drier formula, I always find myself having to build it up just a little bit just to get it to its full opacity, but again, not the end of the world. This adhered beautifully with glitter glue. Again, I had no sort of glitter bukkake whatsoever. No weird sparkles floating around my eyebrows, nothing like that. And most importantly, I love how the shimmers blend into each other. I never felt like one shimmer was like overtaking the whole look. That did not happen. All of the shimmers create a very, very beautiful gradient, and I fucking love it. I love it so much. And I kind of feel like, in a way too, that this white shade could be kind of a highlighter shade too. I do love a nice white icy moment, and I feel like I could probably, you know what? Fuck it, let's try that. Now I kind of want to see if that works. Even though I already have highlighter on my face, we're just gonna add a little bit more, because why not? Oh, she's pretty. Oh yeah. Again, what is really nice about this formula, there's no rogue glitter. So everything just looks way more seamless. It doesn't emphasize any texture or anything like that. Like, this is super, super pretty. And dare I say, very alien slut. So we love that. I'm obsessed. I'm fucking obsessed. When used with glitter glue, I didn't notice any sort of weird texture, any sort of spicy butthole, or any sort of general discomfort. Everything was super lovely. I didn't notice any cracking, any fading, any flaking, and most importantly, the longevity is really, really good. And as someone who has very, very sensitive eyes, I didn't experience any bullshit whatsoever. These are really, really solid. Again, this exceeded my expectations so much so that I just kind of can't fucking believe how good this is. And it makes me excited to want to try other things from Cara Beauty. It's like now she's the hot girl. She took off her fucking glasses and now I see her for the first time. I'm like, oh my God, where have you been? And Cara Beauty's like, I've been here the whole time. Like, that's how it feels right now for me. And I kind of fucking love it. But yeah, this is great. This is great. Like I said, the only complaints that I had is that I don't really need these brushes. You can get these brushes out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Put another shadow here, another 2 shadows maybe, and I'm all set. I think out of all the holiday releases this year, this by far is the winner. This fucking wins, hands down. This is everything. And I'm so excited that I picked it up. I know currently it's not in stock right now. I don't know if they're going to be restocking it. They should. They fucking should. Because if they don't, it's a travesty. Fucking travesty. But if you do get to pick this up, fucking, this is perfect. This is perfect not only for yourself, but anyone who loves makeup and appreciates a good fucking joke. Like, this is great. Again, I really had no expectations and I thought that this was going to be pure garbage. Like, this is gonna be like Hot Topic quality makeup. No, this is actually fantastic. And I cannot wait to see what else they fucking do. I hope that they continue to keep this kind of fun energy, especially around April Fool's Day, because that would be everything, just saying. Anyway, I love it. This is so good. Now I wanna hear from y'all. Let me know down below if you picked up this baby or if you were waiting for reviews or whatever, because I want to know what your thoughts are on this. I know it's a little ridiculous, but this is fucking amazing. This, between this and the stupid Wheel of Fortune palettes, like, what the fuck is this year? This year is a very weird year, but at least we got some good makeup out of it, all right? If you're gonna be weird and kooky, at least bring the quality, and you fucking did. So anyway, I wanna know your thoughts. Let me know down below. And of course, I wanna say a very, very special thank you to everyone that's watching. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it as always. Feel free to like, comment, hit that subscribe button. It's free, and hit that bell icon for notification of all my future posts. Follow me on Instagram, Threads, and to my beautiful, wonderful YouTube members and patrons, thank you so much for keeping this delicious, disgusting, filthy, trashy, really filthy, really gross, but really nasty garbage but afloat. Couldn't do without you, and I love your adorable little delicious faces. I just want to gobble you all up so you live inside my belly and we could be one, and it'd be a grand old time. If you want to know what's currently on my face, everything you need to know will be listed in the description box down below, and I'll see you, little pumpkins, tomorrow. Bye.